What's up, Patreon? Back here with another video. I guess this is all part of the relationship series. One thing that I wanted to talk about now, I was talking to a new coaching client who booked coaching just today. Now we spoke before in the past, and his situation was, he said, when you he's like, you told me when she comes back, don't make it easy and don't give her a relationship right away. Cool. And that's fine. But one of the mistakes that he made was, he said that he told her that he's open to a relationship. And you wanna sell her a dream when she comes back, right? You're like, well, especially if she broke up with you, because you need a reset. There are a lot of things that you were doing previously that you need to first realize, and so you don't make that same mistake again, and then make the correction and don't make the same mistakes that you were making before. But the reason for it is you want to tell her that, yes, I'm open to a relationship, but, you broke up with me, you kind of hurt me. And even if you're not 100% hurt, it is something to buy you time and something to make her work for your affection, something to make her work to get back in good graces with you. Because if she comes back, you can't make it easy. Because if she makes it easy, then it's like, what the fuck? Like, this motherfucker's easy. And anybody's love and affection who is gained easily that they don't have to work for, they're never going to be grateful for it. If she knows she can have you back so easily and just you go back to hanging out with her every day, don't do that. You go back to talking to her every day, don't do that. That's something you gradually build up to. That's something you gradually get into. That's not something you give right away. You got to make that bitch work for it. You have to make her work for it. And if you're not making her work for it, you're going to end up in the right place and back in the fucking same place that you were in. I don't understand why you motherfuckers don't get this shit. It's like, do any of you watch the Patreon videos? You need to be studying that shit like it's curriculum. And then it's crazy because so many people call me for private consultations and half of you motherfuckers are on Patreon. Like, do you even look at the videos? Like, I have motherfuckers in the comments talking about, oh, yo, can you make a video on this? I already did it. Matter of fact, I did a whole fucking half-an-hour podcast on it. The only person that asked for something that I didn't necessarily make a video on, although I did allude to it in a few podcasts, was somebody who says something about, how do I tell my girl that she needs to lose weight? That guy. My memory is very well. It's the only person that said something recently that I didn't have a video on. I don't know whether you motherfuckers are lazy, whether you don't want to look and sift through the stuff, right? But most of you motherfuckers are in school, and if you want to learn this shit, you want to get good with girls, you want to save your relationship, sit down and learn it. Because most of the time, unless it's in particular situation where things are a bit different, most of the time I'm going to refer you to that video. Listen, I'm speaking to hundreds of guys a month. You think I have time to go specifically tell you every little detail when I already expanded upon stuff? I'm basically giving fucking, lectures like a professor when I do these fucking podcasts, and you guys are just not even watching it. Like, what the fuck? But the point is, when a girl comes back and you cannot make it easy, and especially when she comes back and you first start talking to her again, don't tell her that you're not talking to other girls. You very much so tell her you're talking to other girls. Even if it's sexual. She's like, oh, well, how serious is it? Well, technically, that's really none of your business, right? You don't have the right to know that. You can say that, right? Because even if you're not fucking with other girls, to keep her mind wandering is a good indicator, right? So you sell her the dream. You say, yeah, well, I'm worried about what if she just goes away and then I'm done. No, you tell her, yes. Obviously, I still love you. Obviously, I still care about you. I'm open to that in the future. But, you broke up with me. You kind of hurt me, so I kind of don't trust you. Oh, so are you messing and talking to any girls? Yeah, I'm talking to girls. Oh, like, how serious? That's really none of your business, to be honest, because we're not a couple. We are not a thing. And you really have no right to know that, respectfully. That doesn't mean that I don't care about you. Doesn't mean that I don't like you, but you don't have the right to ask me that. So what that does is that keeps her mind wandering. That keeps her like thinking like, damn, what the fuck is he doing? Is he fucking other girls? This and that and the third. Or you can tell her, yes. If you want to tell her, yes, I talk to other girls. That works too. You can say, yeah, I'm fucking with other girls. Yes, I'm actually actively having sex with another girl. Yes, I am. So what? Does she have the right to be mad at you? No. She broke up with you. What the fuck? How the fuck you don't even have the nerve, the audacity to get mad at me? You broke up with me. This is something you left it. You thought I was going to be a fucking loser and do nothing? What, you thought I was a fucking bozo? I don't get no bitches? Nah, bitch. I'm out here fucking the shit out these hoes. Fucking them to sleep. What do you thought, like, you break up with me and then, what? I'm just supposed to sit there with my dick in my hair crying, waiting for you to come back? You're out your rabbit ass mind. Absolutely not. I'm out here dicking these bitches down. And that's and that's how you create real competition anxiety. Guys think competition anxiety is just making her jealous and telling them hanging out with a female friend. No. Competition anxiety, the definition of it is in the name of it. Does she feel like she's competing for your affection? Does she feel like she's competing for your attention? Does she feel like she's competing for your love? If she's not, that's not competition anxiety. Yes, telling her that you have female friends, telling her that so-and-so likes you, telling her that you're hanging out with girls, that is a low form of competition anxiety. But if she doesn't feel like she's competing, then you're trying to build this relationship. There's nothing for her to work for. There is no challenge for her there. Why the fuck she should be grateful? And then after a month of speaking to her, you're not implementing any of these rules, and you wonder why, oh, she's losing interest again. You're not gaming her. And having game and playing games are two different things. And that's what you motherfuckers don't understand. I can make this very clear. How much fucking more clear cut can I get? Like, you cannot make it easy. You have to make her work for it. You don't tell her, oh, I got to make this easy. I can't make you work for it. No, you don't tell her that. Because if she knows you're gaming her, then she's gonna try to play those same games. But little does she know that's something she needs. Women have a nature, if you just give it to them easy, they're just not going to fall for it, especially if you know her. And it works even better if this is a new dynamic, because she comes back, you're totally different, you're not even the same. This is something that you never did before. Change up on her. Change up. And don't wait till the fucking last minute. I don't know why you motherfuckers learn this shit and then you don't. What is knowledge without implementation? You learning this shit for fun? You learn it to tell to somebody else, but don't implement it yourself, you fucking hypocrite. What the fuck is the point? You cannot give it to her easy. You have to make her work for it. Girls are very competitive. Maybe not as competitive as guys are, but girls are very competitive also. They're very territorial. A real alpha knows I ain't no fucking territory. Bitch, you my territory. I do what the fuck I want. And remember, one of the most rudimentary rules, right? Whoever cares the least runs the relationship. And this is something that I tell for high schoolers, kids that are in high school. Have a I don't give a fuck attitude. If she says, oh, well, I'm mad at you. Okay, I'll at you. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. Oh, I don't like what you did. Okay. Oh, I feel bad. Well, you know. Oh, well. I don't like the fact that you talk to other girls. I'm not talking to you anymore. Okay, well, have a nice day. And this needs to become a part of who you are. You don't fiend, you don't chase for anybody. You cannot make that shit easy. You implement competition anxiety when she first come back. Let her know or don't tell her anything at all. You straight up tell her, that's none of your fucking business. You don't have to be rude about it. You can say it in the most respectful manner. But on the contrary, you're still letting her know, yes, I'm interested in you. Yes, I still love you. Yes, I would be open to building with you. But you left me. I don't really trust you as much. I don't trust you with my feelings. I don't trust you with my heart. So, with that being said, it'd be nice if you actually tell me that this is actually something you want. Why all of a sudden did you come back? We know why. Probably because the guy she's fucking dogged her out or didn't want her anymore or didn't work out with that. So she comes back to you. Or probably you showed so much strength for once for not actually hitting her up. That she's like, oh, wow, like I didn't see that in him. I didn't think he had the strength enough to ignore me, actually. Like, what's going on with him? Now she's curious about you. That's why sometimes the reset is necessary. And you need that space. I bet a lot of motherfuckers watching this video don't even know what the fuck a reset is. I did a whole fucking hour video on that shit. My point is, when she comes back, you don't make it easy. You can't be spending every day with her. That's something you gradually build up to. She comes back and everything's back to normal? What the fuck? Like, come on, you expect her to know. Your attention has to be a scarcity on your attention. And it cannot come easy. Don't be texting a bitch all day, every day. Change up. Some days don't text her. Some days don't text her for 10 hours. Some days don't text her for a half a day, 12 hours. Some days don't text her at all. Some days text her fast. Some days text her all day. You got to keep her guessing. You got to keep this bitch on her toes. You motherfuckers don't have no game. And the same thing if you're in a relationship. You're so predictable. Everything is so routine. There are very few cases and very few relationships, although there are exceptions to everything, but there are very few people where you can stay consistent, talk to this person every day, day in and day out, and they're used to that routine and they do not get bored. There are some people like that, I admit, but it's fewer than many. It is fewer than many, and you'll see you'll see least cases than you see like that than more. Because most girls don't operate like that. Yes, everybody is not the same, but generally girls are the same. So, don't tell me that, I feel like the competition anxiety doesn't. First of all, are you doing it right? You can't be talking to the bitch every day. You can't be texting her every day. You can't be so readily available. You can't give away your attention so easy. You can't implement it. It's different types of anxiety. You can't be not doing any of those things and say, it doesn't work. She's different. She's just stubborn. So the fuck what? Bitch, you want to be stubborn? I can be twice as stubborn. You want to ignore me? A motherfucker like me, you ignore me? Oh, you want to ignore me for a few hours? Bitch, I'll ignore you for a few days. If we don't talk, oh well. You got to kind of be like Ivan Drago and fucking Rocky. If she dies, she dies. If we don't talk, we don't talk. Oh, the fuck well. I got some bitches, if they don't fucking talk to me, if they don't text me back after I text them, especially if I like double text them or something like that. Bitch, we don't talk no more. Simple as that. And most of the time they come back. But you motherfuckers ain't got no game. You're so scared. You got a scarcity mindset. And my thing is, for the younger guys, if you break up with a girl and you get back with her, she been sucking and fucking, you shouldn't want her back. That's having a king's complex. What's the opposite of having a scarcity mindset? Having a king complex. Bitch, how dare you do something with somebody else? You did what? You fucked too? Bitch, I don't want you no more. There are so many girls out there. I don't give a fuck what this year's and last year's statistics say, how there's more men in the world than there's women. It's bullshit. I don't believe it. For all of fucking humanity, there's been more women in this world than men. Now all of a sudden change. Get the fuck out of here. I don't believe that bullshit. I don't believe it. I don't. There are more women than us. So why the fuck are you fiending over somebody? She's not the only girl in the world. They outnumber us in most societies. I'm pretty sure there's some societies in the world where a community there might be a little more men than there are women. But in most cases, they outnumber us. They outnumber us. And there's so many. And, for what it's worth, if your girl's treating you bad, you can find a girl that looks better than her and that'll treat you better. Hello. You motherfuckers need to tighten up. And don't hit my phone with that bullshit talking about, and don't be afraid to hit me up because everybody's different, especially if you just joined. But take the time to look at the stuff. I enjoy talking to people. If I'm not working out, this is what I do. It's cool. I like it. Hopefully I get some good deeds for it, But listen, you guys got to study. Look at this shit. Tighten up. Tighten up on the shit. If you're not doing nothing, if you're in the car, sometimes turn the fucking music off. You can listen to music while you're working out. Or if you're working out, listen to the podcast. Watch some videos. If you're on a train, do that shit. Tighten up on your skills and actually implement it. Like what the fuck?